Tyler, we traveled back in time to the 50s.
That's right.
So we can talk about this new...
There's a trumpet.
Oh, okay.
We're listening to the jazz.
We're listening to jazz music.
How about that ping pong?
Because we're in Harlem in the 50s.
That's right.
Hey. Yeah, and then you say the N-word.
Well, no, not yet.
All right. Tyler, we're talking about, what is it, Marty Supreme?
Martin Supreme.
Martin Luther Supreme. What did you think of the movie, Tyler?
I have my qualms.
Yeah, I know. You did. This is like a reverse of the last time we did a review.
Yeah. I have some things to say about this movie. My main takeaway is that ultimately it was a movie about fatherhood.
Right.
And I really appreciated that. And I thought
no,
that was
it's not. I guess, yeah.
Why don't you let me fucking talk?
All right, fine.
Just let me talk about what I have to talk.
Yeah. We already had this conversation in real life, and now we're just doing it for video.
Well,
but,
yeah. It's good that we have our
differences.
Crossed our T's and dotted our I's, so to speak.
I love this movie. This was the best movie I've seen last year. It's the best movie I've seen in a while. I felt, this movie to my core, because he's just trying to like accomplish his goal. He has narrow sights on his goal, and he's like, I need to accomplish this, and I'm going to do anything to get to that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hear.
What did you not like about it?
I didn't like a couple of things. I'm trying to get my thoughts together about this.
Just two?
I felt that Marty Supreme was fundamentally an irredeemable character.
Sure.
Now, I know how you can say, well, like, that's kind of the point of the movie. And I totally get that. And I'm a big fan of Josh Safdie. I loved Uncut Gems. I liked Good Time a lot. With this character, it was totally a different kind of spin, I felt, from what I'm typically used to seeing in his characters. I didn't find that the movie was as riveting emotionally as some of his previous work.
Yeah.
When you watch Uncut Gems, it's an anxiety trip. The entire movie, you're fucking feeling every emotion. With this movie, a lot of lulls, a lot of odd
Really?
parts. Yeah. I found it to be kind of dull at some parts. I lost track of what was happening plot-wise, and maybe there is supposed to be sort of a rambunctious nature to it, but I just ultimately did not get as much satisfaction as some of his previous work.
No, I see is completely different. I thought it was a ride the whole time, and like an escalation to a point. Like I think the consequences and the actions, like, they ultimately culminate towards the end of the movie, and then and then what's different from this one with the rest of them is that he accomplishes the goal, but it's like positive. It's like a positive thing for him. Like with Adam Sandler, he wins the bet and the money, but then he gets shot in the head. But with this, he accomplishes his goal. He gets to Tokyo. He beats the best player in the world. Sure, it wasn't in the way that he wanted it to. And then he goes back home, and then he's crying when he sees his baby, because to me it symbolized he's crying because he knows that he can't continue the life of the ping pong player that he dreams of, but he also he loves his baby, and so he's like accepting that. So
I just found that he was not somebody who I felt deserved the wins he was getting. And I don't love some of the characters around him. I think he stepped on a lot of heads to get where he wanted to go, and at the end of the day still didn't make that dream come true. So what was all that for? All that
it's real
cheating
life.
And lying.
You don't get exactly what you want in real life, Tyler.
Well, he's the hero of the story, man.
Well, I don't like that. That's exactly what I said about One Battle After Another, and you loved that movie.
No, you've got it all twisted. You're talking about Sean Penn when we're talking about.
I was talking about both of them.
I think he served his purpose. I think he was a reliable dad, and he was a good person, and he saved his daughter. He made a couple of blunders along the way.
He didn't save his daughter though.
No, because she ended up not necessarily needing him, like saving herself. It's not, but it's not that he didn't try. We're not talking about One Battle After Another right now. I'm saying that with Marty, I guess my main thing was like I can't remember the character's name.
Which one?
The one he gets pregnant.
His girlfriend. Yeah.
Odessa
Zion, I think is her name.
Zion?
Yeah, that's her name.
I don't like that she likes him at the end of the movie. I don't think they deserve to be together. I don't think that they deserve to still be in a relationship.
Well, that's just what
he was
that's
so mean to her.
That's bitches, dude. You know, that's how their brains.
They're not called bitches in the 50s. In the 50s, those are the ladies. Or
whatever they say.
The fact that she's just like okay with everything that happened, everything he put her through, and then still had the gall to say all that stuff. I'm being a white knight. That's my main takeaway. I'm a new guy. I'm a white knight now, and I think he was rude to that woman.
Sure.
He said all that stuff.
He was rude to everybody.
He was rude to everybody, and still people cheered him on.
His uncle, his potential employer, his best friend, his like ping pong buddies.
Yep.
He used everybody.
The only person he wasn't really a bad guy to was Tyler.
Tyler, the creator.
Yeah.
But he ruined,
I don't think he added too much that for me.
He ruined his cab, and he like.
Oh, that's true. He did.
He kept all the money that they made together.
So the main is like the takeaway for you, like, yeah, he was a shithead the whole time, but hey, he's got that grind set. He wants to get that bag.
Sure, maybe that's what it is.
I don't believe in that in my soul.
There's
that's not who I'm not a hustler.
You're not a hustler.
I'm
you
no
can't relate to Marty.
Champion. I liked the Japanese guy. He ruled. He didn't say one line. He was just aura farming the whole movie.
I think the thing was he's deaf, and so he couldn't. Yeah. That's why he had the ear thing in.
I thought that was a translator because he's talking to Americans.
No, because he had it at the end of the movie too.
Yeah, when he was at the event that Kevin O'Leary put on.
But the judge or whatever was translating for him
because he was speaking in English, not because he was deaf.
I know, but I think they say at one point in the movie too that he's deaf.
Okay, I'll have to.
Because Marty was upset that he was deaf. No, he was upset that he was deaf. And he was saying he has a disability and that shouldn't count because he can't hear the distractions, and so he's able to focus better.
I would argue it almost make him a more of a hurdle than anything, because I think the sound of the ping pong ball at time is like that makes a big difference when you're playing a game like that.
Potentially, but also like if you learn to focus on the ping pong ball and you don't hear any other sounds in like the audience or whatever. And I think his paddle too. Marty didn't like that it wasn't like the regulation paddle or something. Yeah,
he had that wooden paddle.
Yeah. So no, but I thought, you know, I've never been like the biggest like Timothee Chalamet. You know, everybody loves this Timothee Chalamet nowadays. Yeah. They love this guy. I've never been like the biggest fan of like his movies or whatever, but I thought he was great in this, and I didn't see it as like Timothee Chalamet acting as his character. Like he seemed to fully embody like the Marty character.
I almost have the exact opposite.
Yeah, I knew.
I liked Timothee Chalamet in a lot of stuff. I liked Beautiful Boy. He was great in that. In this movie, he just felt like he was doing heightened Timothee Chalamet. And I know a lot of people, I read a little bit online because I saw how much praise this movie was getting, and I felt weird that I'm not enjoying it the way I think everybody else is, and it kind of made me disappointed in myself. So I was looking online. I don't typically read reviews, but they're like, well, he's like, the whole thing is like, he's out of time, he's out of this world, he's from another dimension. This guy's not like everybody else, and that's sort of shown through the type of music they're playing in the movie. It was all like 80s like remixes and stuff like that throughout the whole movie, when it's supposed to be set in the 50s, and it's supposed to just kind of like show how unique and ahead of his time he is. But I just felt like he wasn't, his character wasn't that believable to me. I just thought I was watching Timothee Chalamet be a douchebag to a lot of people.
What annoys me after the movie is like, because I've seen a lot of reviews and a lot of people's reactions online, and New Yorkers love to talk about New York and being from New York, and how everybody in New York is a hustler, and you won't get this movie unless you're from New York. And it's like, you guys aren't all like,
this is a universal thing.
Yeah, you guys aren't all, New York isn't like, oh, we're all hustlers and we're all movers and shakers.
City that never sleeps, baby.
I guess, but like, you don't have to be from New York to like get something from this movie.
Yeah,
it's very annoying the way they all think like New York is the best, and it's a great city.
There is a supremacy aspect.
It's a great city. I love New York, but like the attitude a lot of New Yorkers have, where like, only that's we can understand. I'm Marty. I know what Marty's like.
Yeah. He's me.
He's me.
This is going to be the new He's Me movie. This is the new American Psycho for like Zoomers.
I left that movie like, I'm fucking Marty. I want to be Marty. But they're like, only New Yorkers can know what it's like to be Marty. It's like, no, dude.
I'll say this as a particular, I guess, niche critique of the movie, and this has nothing to do necessarily with the movie, but the theater experience I had wasn't phenomenal. I went to a matinee. I went to like a 2:30 on I think New Year's Day, and it just seemed like everybody was asleep in the theater. So when the big things hit, I didn't get nobody react, and that's so important for me as like a person who likes going to the movie theaters, is having a group of people to watch the movie with, where you're all like feeling the same. I think you go see a comedy, everybody laughs at the jokes, you know, whatever. And there's a couple of times that just like did not hit, and it just kind of like left a sour taste in my stomach. That I felt like this line should have been tested in like a test screening, you know?
Yeah, but that's not how Josh Safdie does.
I guess not. No, I know it's not like big Hollywood. It's technically, I suppose, an indie movie. Right? Would that qualify?
I mean, it's A24, so there is. I think it's the most expensive A24 movie.
Really? Wow.
Because
was Anora. They had like a $4 million budget.
Anora. I don't think it had that big of a budget.
No, it was $4 million. I think it's pretty small.
Yeah,
but I like that guy a lot. He did Florida Project.
Sean Baker.
But yeah, like there was a couple of weird lines where he's like doing like anti-Semitic jokes and stuff, and it just was like, ooh, nobody laughed. Like the movie bombed in my theater for some reason. I don't know if it was the people I was with or what, but it was just like, you know, and that, you know, if they're doing comedy, it's like if one guy doesn't like
but I think that was the joke you're referring to. I think that was written to be like kind of a cringe thing to say.
I guess so, but you'd think it would still get a laugh. And the scene with the tub.
Oh, when the tub fell on the guy?
Nothing from my.
I didn't think that was a funny. I don't think that was
not funny. Just like any emotion, you know.
Well, I don't pay attention to other people when I'm at the theater.
I started going to a predominantly black theater, and it has changed the way I watch movies.
This isn't a
went to a white
movie.
Theater to see this movie. What are you talking about? This is an everybody movie.
It's just everybody, but like
I'm just saying. After going to a couple of rowdier theater experiences, going to the fucking AMC and seeing a bunch of people at noon just like not really respond to the movie, it affects the movie.
Zoned in on the movie. Okay, then you should have seen it with me, because I was taking it all in.
And that's why I said it was a niche personal critique. Yeah. You know, I don't think that was
when I'm critiquing a movie. I don't consider what the audience around me is not reacting to the movie. I
just think it would have probably changed a little bit of my opinion about something.
All right, because you're part of you do groupthink. That's what your problem is.
I am a bandwagoner. Yeah. I don't get it.
Right.
Why is this movie so good?
Yeah.
You know, I don't see it. I don't know why everybody liked it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I have my things I liked about it.
The cast, I thought the cast was all great.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even recognize anyone in the cast until like I was looking at the cast after the movie. I didn't know Fran Drescher was his mom.
I caught that.
I had no idea about that.
It's the nanny, baby.
The nanny. I didn't know that Penn Jillette was the guy in the house.
I caught that.
I didn't know that Abel Ferreira was like the old man with the dog. Yeah. I'm not like super familiar where I could like recognize Abel Ferreira, but like
sure.
I know who he is, and I thought he was just like some old Jewish guy that they found on the side of the road.
I did like that the two guys who went with the guy with the dog to go get the dog back, his two buddies were the hustlers from Uncut Gems who are trying to get the watch back. Remember?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get
it's the same dudes. Yeah.
His friend, the fat guy.
He was that was his first role. So that guy was from a viral video.
Josh Safdie recognized him from a video and like asked him to do
Nick's video saying that some guy looked like his dad's dick.
That, yeah. So yeah, shout out that guy.
It's great.
We gotta get like a street interview moment, and then we might be able to get in a Safdie.
And that's movie. More. We just got to start walking down Woodward at Campus Martius. And eventually, you'll see those guys like, "How many dudes have you slept with?" And I'll just say something crazy.
Right.
I'll be in a fucking.
You'll be in a Safdie movie. Yeah. Did you see The Smashing Machine?
No, I need to check that out. I've heard terrible things about it, and I'm not a big.
I haven't heard terrible things.
Pro wrestling guy. Is that?
It's not wrestling. It's
I thought it was a pro wrestling.
MMA.
Guy. Oh.
UFC.
Nonetheless,
I haven't heard terrible things about it. I've heard that this movie is better.
That wasn't Josh. That was Benny.
That was Benny.
Okay.
I've heard that this movie is better.
Yeah.
But I know people liked it, but it wasn't like great. It wasn't like huge, well received.
I thought The Rock looked, just from the trailers and pictures, The Rock looked crazy. It was, the makeup was amazing.
He looked different, but
at least for Marty Supreme, there were things.
Yeah.
Generally, there were things that I appreciated about it.
Yeah.
But my overall kind of thought is I'm kind of like, I don't understand all the hype, and it just kind of wasn't for me. And I feel weird saying that because I want to get it. I want to be like, yes,
right.
You guys are right. You know, I think his, how do I want to say this? I think as much as I didn't like super love the take he took on it, Timmy, I will say I think he did a better job in this movie than Leo did in One Battle.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Margin.
I've seen I've watched a bunch of reviews. I've seen people like talk about it, and a lot of what people say is like what they like about Marty as a character is he's not someone who fits in, and he doesn't like fit into the world,
right.
And so he has to like make the world for himself, like work for himself, and so it's I think it's a respectable mentality. I know that's not everyone's like fond of that sort of hustler mentality or whatever, and I, to a certain degree, I do think like if I was interacting with this guy in real life, he would be so annoying, and I wouldn't trust this guy. I wouldn't. That's
fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him my. But watching it in a movie where you're seeing the full picture, the full scope of the story, like for me, it's like it makes sense why he's making the choice. Like I wouldn't want to be friends with this guy, but like I understand all of the choices he's making,
right.
And why he's like, and he's a fast thinker. I think he's like very smart on his feet because there was a lot of times where he could have like gotten the shit kicked out of him,
or he back into corners,
get sent to jail. He could have gotten killed potentially at certain points, but he is able to escape those sort of treacherous moments.
Yeah, I like I did like when Gwyneth Paltrow's giving him the necklace and they get caught in the park.
Oh yeah,
that whole thing where
and then he gets her to get another one.
Yeah. And then he goes. Yeah, that sequence was great. Yeah, you're right. No, I'm not trying to sit here and say like the hero didn't win the story, therefore I didn't like the movie, because especially with the Josh Safdie movies, that's not the takeaway. That's not the point. You're not supposed to like everything these characters do. You're almost supposed to dislike. It's like it's Walter White. It's Tony, Uncut Gems guy. Tony Soprano. Yeah, these aren't like you're not rooting for these characters. I'm not him. But I don't know. I think they're. I guess I would have liked it to end a little more grimly. I thought due to his sort of the way he acted, I don't think he shouldn't have gotten the girl at the end, and he shouldn't,
But that's just his part of his wise talking is he's able to make everything work out.
I guess so. Yeah.
And I think the implication, at least for me, like the takeaway after the movie, is he's going to figure it out because the guy.
Yeah, that's what he does.
The guy that it's based on, I know there is some criticism that like now people are going to look at the guy that it's based on in like a negative light, like he was a piece of shit who's like scamming people.
Sure.
When really I think he was like a very influential person in the world of like table tennis.
I think he was very loosely based on this one guy.
Yeah.
I actually saw a clip of him on, I think, Letterman.
Yeah, I saw that too.
With what's his name from Ferris Bueller? Broderick?
Yeah, Matthew Broderick. Yeah. So I know some people were like, his legacy is now going to be affiliated with this character, but I think the implication is that going forward, Marty, now he has a child he has to take care of, but also he's going to figure it out, and he's going to make sure, and he's probably not, he's not going to make ping pong as big of a deal in America as he maybe desired or thought he was going to, but I think he's a character that everything's going to work out for him.
Yeah, like I said, I think it was a movie about kind of what I took away was the fatherhood aspect of it, of him, the kind of the stages of becoming a young parent. You know, as him being like in denial, being like this, I'd pull out and all that stuff, and then going through this hectic thing of like desperately trying to get your name. And
then he has all these
before it's too late. He's only got this short window, and then at the end of the movie, it's like he gets his personal win. He doesn't win the tournament, but he does beat the guy, and then that's his sigh of relief. Like I'm ready to be a dad now. I have my legacy.
He has all these male role models that he just keeps rejecting.
Yep.
Like he has his uncle who wants to, move him up in a position, but he doesn't. He wants to.
Yeah.
And then he has Kevin O'Leary, who like offers him a job and offers to make money, but he's like, no, I don't want that. And
he had a disdain for his elders, and specifically with not only the Holocaust jokes, but he made a lot of jokes about the military.
Yeah.
He'd always talk shit about the military, and then at the end of the movie, they take him home.
Yeah. I don't think it's about he has a disdain for elders. I think he has a disdain for
The past.
no for handouts or just to be given something. I think he wants to. I think the way he views it is he wants to earn everything.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, I love this movie. I'm looking forward to seeing it again, and I hope Marty will come on the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, let us know your thoughts on the movie, and we'll see you next time. Big peace.
Peace.